Oh. Ah. Hey everyone, we wanted to do a very special video for this. We don't do unboxing, as you all know, but this guy, and it's not this guy right here, requires a special attention. As you know, I don't know if you can show them up there. We are, you know, we are crazy fans of Jumbo Machinder and Shogun Warriors, and I'm actually going to try to speak in different languages. I'm going to do everything in English, but I'm going to try to do it in different languages because this is heavily rooted in Japan. However, as you may know, these are all dusty because these are from childhood. I grew up in Venezuela, and so I have a connection in Spanish and a little bit of a connection in Japanese as well. And of course, the English collection. This guy right here is Guy King. However, he is the Venezuelan variant, right? So, El Gladiador in Venezuela. He was made by a company called Famosa, and there's a whole story between Famosa and Nacoral in Spain that you can go and check our videos to know more. This guy right here is also the Venezuelan version. He is Dragon or Red Dragon, or in Japanese, Geta Robo G, which is the way that I like to call it. What happened to me is that I grew up watching these things in Spanish, and then when I was, I guess, in my early 20s, my very good friend Sergio Velasquez from Venezuela, one of my best friends, he reintroduced all these characters to me in Japanese, with subtitles, of course. I don't speak Japanese. So it was a whole different story. Like for me, I actually became a really good fan of this guy, and we have this lovely, you know, competition among ourselves, because I always said that this is the one that actually rocks, you know, Get Top Robo. Once you hear this guy in Japanese, everything changed. That moves this whole thing to, this is the American version. It's missing the sticker. This is Great Mazinger. So this is the second robot that they made. There was, I'm not gonna go deep into the storylines or anything like that. Actually, Super 7, if you know me, you know that I'm a huge fan of Super 7, and on top of it, I'm a huge fan of Reaction. They did a lovely reimagined version of them in the Shogun 3 3/4 Reaction series, so you can spot a little bit of the difference between Great Mazinger and Mazinger Z. Mazinger Z being this guy, which is the main lead guy of this wonderful series created by Gonagai, that he came after. Is a different characters, the pilots are different. I'm not gonna go into that. Like, these things are different. He used to like summon thunder and all this stuff. This Mazinger right here is the Venezuelan one. It's the one from my childhood, so it's a little bit beat up. I don't care, I love it. I have so much fun with this guy. I play so much. I remember my dad actually gave me this missiles not so long ago, because he was trying to prevent my brother and I to lose an eye. The moment he saw that these things shoot like with real force, he took them away, and like, I don't know, a few years ago, he was like, hey, I just found a bag of missiles. And I'm like, oh my God. So this is a little bit different from the one released by Mattel. Of course, they're different characters, because this is the made by Famosa in Venezuela, but that's the one that I have to show. So that leads to the box. The box is very similar to the one released in America. Obviously, they all vary in some degree from the ones released in Japan. And this is the one made by Famosa in Venezuela. Finding the box itself is a little bit hard. They all came in the same type of box. They just mark the type of robot that was inside. But as you can see, it shows Dimas. I no longer have a Dimas because I gave it to a good friend. Dragon, I know you call him Dragon, Red Dragon. I call him Geta Robo G. And then of course, Guy King or El Gladiador. But why do I have this here? Why are we talking about this? Because we just got the freaking wonderful reimagined Mazinger Z, which is not a replica of the original. I have to clarify that. He just turned 50 years old. 50 years old. So I wasn't even born. 50 years old. So Tamashii Nations and Bandai proudly are re-releasing this guy. By the way, I have this beautiful guy here to show just a comparison on the box, but we'll pop this open. I don't want to deviate the attention out of that. So we're gonna do an unboxing and see how this guy looks like. It's beautiful, just the box itself with the exploding words, and of course for those that were exposed to the Japanese version of this like takes a kick into the nostalgia. But even if you saw it in English when you were younger, this thing pays a toll. It takes a toll, and that nostalgia travels into like, ooh, this is so cool. Let's just review the box. The box itself is beautiful. It's a big size box. I'm a tall guy, so. Oh, and here it shows a teaser, which he's also coming to Great Mazinger, which is the one that I just showed, but the reimagined one. It hasn't come out, but he's coming on the way. It comes with the additional, oh yeah, it comes with the additional missiles apparently, and I think it has 20 rockets. Let's check it out. So let's just do, here you go, my first unboxing, and it had to be MazingerZ, or as I call it here, Transfer Z, or how we call it in South America, MazingerZ, or as they call it in Japan, Mazinger Z. Mazinger Z. So he was supposed to be made out of the strongest, oh my god, dude. This is beautiful, look at this. This is beautiful. In the canon, he's supposed to be made out of the strongest iron on Earth. Something that, it was nearly indestructible. Hint, hint. There's a second robot for a reason, but let's just open up the instruction. I'm not gonna pretend that I read Japanese, but just like Gundams, I'm just gonna surf through it. Yeah, it says right away that it comes with the, here they are, I think. Yeah, with the rocket launcher's fist. The original wasn't like that, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just see. Oh, this is beautiful, dude. All the Gonagai characters. By the way, I saw this really cool picture of Gonagai holding an original Mazinger Z in the 70s, and then a recent picture. So that comparison pictures is actually really good. Something cool to see. But as you can see, it has like a modern version of the vast majority of the Gonagai characters. Like, show Get the Robo, Sergio, agarra ahí, Get the Robo G. And then of course Mazinger at the front. So here are, if I'm not mistaken, these are the vintage accessories. This was sold separately, so were these. This is so cool. So here, just like Gundams, it shows in Japanese. It's beautiful what Bandai is doing, because basically I can't read Japanese. I don't speak Japanese yet. I surf through all these things just like Gundams, pretending to know what I'm talking about. Let's just put this on the sides. Let's get him out. Let's get this big guy out. Oh my god. Oh, here's the pillar. So I've seen that guys do unboxing, they're like prep. They're like, I didn't want to do any of that. I was just, this is as raw as it can. Or as through as it can, I guess we can say. I'm opening this up for the first time. So the pillar, it feels different. Oh, because of the magnet. I remember reading that. It feels a little different if I grab the Venezuelan pillar and I compare right next to each other. So like I said, he's not a replica of the vintage one. This is a reimagined version of MazingerZ that looks and feels like the way it's supposed to be. Hold on, let me put my pillar the way it's supposed to here. This guy is 40 something years old, so I can't, but it's like heavy because it comes with a magnet. I remember seeing that. So let's get him out. I cannot recommend more. I couldn't recommend more for you to go and watch these things in Japanese. It's so different. The emancipation of words, the way that they, you know, the way that they, the energy that they give to these things is just incredible. You can obviously, you don't have to speak Japanese. Just watch it with subtitles. Even the song. I remember going to, I was doing this master course in England, and one of my companions was from Japan, one of my roommates, or well, not a roommate, but he was from Japan, and I'm like, I can sing a song in Japanese, and I started singing the Mazinger Z thing in Japanese just out of memory. He was so impressed of, you know, I don't speak Japanese, so. Dude, he is beautiful. The face is a little different. And like I was saying, see, it has like a magnet thing. I remember seeing that. Oh, it says Bandai Spirits, made in China, but it feels right. It feels right. So it has a magnet, just like the Solo Chogokin. This is so cool. The magnet is, it's a game changer, because all the pillars used to come with a little hole. So face wise, although this face is a little different, and you see the difference, it's bigger. It's like, I guess you can say it's a little bit more accurate. Obviously this is the Venezuelan one. Even look at the size though. He's a tad taller. Once again, I never got this version when I was a kid. I got the Venezuelan version because that was made. Let's build it up the way. Oh, now I'm seeing something really cool up front that I wasn't expecting. This is so clever. So, in this character, there is this big thing. If you watch the series, there's this big thing that when he launched it's called rocket punch it, Roqueto punch, the rocket punch, he basically, and that was game over. The moment that he decided to expel these things, to project these things, and he has a button at the bottom. Well, let's see. Oh shit, it comes with force. So they, look at this, that it looks like fire. They molded it in a way that it looks like fire. So once he, in the cartoon, once he launched that shit, game over. Because this thing was made out of an indestructible iron. That's something that, you know, nothing could break this thing. It has a nice feel to it, because it's like heavier than the way that I remembered. Roqueto punch! There was actually, I remember seeing, I think it was a TV series or something like that in Japan, when they actually built a gigantic version of this thing, and then they launched one of the fists. They did like, in Japan, this is like a legendary action, because they, like I said, it meant game over. The moment this guy did the Roqueto punch thing, it was game over. Let's see. That's awesome. I personally like him better like this than with the firing rocket fist. Ooh, dude. 20 of these dudes. Let's see. As you can see, this unboxing, I'm doing it like I'm cutting through it like that, because this guy's going to my booth. He ain't going nowhere. So this feels right. This thing used to be also a finisher. You used to, like, you know, project energy beams from it. So That looks cool, and I like it that it's bigger than the one from Venezuela, because the one from Venezuela doesn't go out, see? It just ends here, because it's like a sticker type of thing. They actually made something that builds up. So if we compare, let me grab an old missile. They're a little bit different. I guess it's more cartoon accurate or more aerodynamic. This is the Mattel version, which is different than the Venezuelan version. The Venezuelan version, look at the molding. So this is the Venezuelan. This is the domestic release, and these are the new ones. I don't know if you can tell, like this. New ones, domestic and Venezuelan. They're a little bit different. They all have different things. So let me put this back to the rightful corners. And then, so he has two up here. It's coming along just fine. Well, as you can tell, we are die-hard fans of this character, and we cannot thank enough Tamashii Nations, Bandai, for re-releasing this guy. We're eagerly waiting for Great Mazinger and the other characters, because there's like an European version of the remaining characters that I always welcome open-handed, open arms, any Jumbo guy. Because look at that. He is absolutely beautiful. He's beautiful. Solidari, solidaru, kurunaru shiru, Sunkaloboto, Mazinger Z. So now let's check this. I'm just gonna put one. Let's check the. It feels a little light from what I had in my head. It's a little light for what I had in my head, which is my own problem. That does not mean it's better or worse. So there you go. So let's see how that goes. Oh! I vividly remember, you don't pick that up, because then the shot is gonna be horrible. I vividly remember my dad saying, opening this up in Christmas, and my dad saying, let me see those missiles, and that was the last time I saw them until a few years ago. So I guess, let's see how we can. So this is a personal thing. They're supposed to go like this, as per the pictures. See, if you see the pictures, they're supposed to go like this. But in my head, and especially since they have the screws on the same angle, I think it looks cleaner if you do it like that. It's not the way it's supposed to be as per the picture, but if you look at it, it looks cleaner like that. Even when you shoot, it looks, for me, it looks like, you know, finish. So we're just gonna do one, and I guess this is my first ever opening, unboxing, whatever they want to call it. Oh, let's compare it to the skull leader of Robotech. We're doing this raw because I didn't want to like get into heavy editing, or I don't have time for that. So let's just, I'm not gonna get him out of the box. I just want to put it right next to him. I love this figure. Here it goes, double unboxing. Look at this monstrosity. It was also, this is Robotech, of course. It's a different franchise. He's not supposed to be that big, but they made him in the Jumbo Machinder fashion. and it's just absolutely beautiful. They did the boxing as well, and obviously the size is a little bit big if you put him right next to him. Look at the size comparison. You cannot be taller than Mazinger Z. But let's bring the American. Oh, where are the blades? See? If you put it right next to Great Mazinger. Great Mazinger is supposed to be taller. By the way, Great Mazinger, and hence why I'm doing the one fist only. Great Mazinger it has this swords you can put on the side. Cannot wait when they re-release this side. Oops, there goes the fist. So anyways, just wanted to share with you our latest acquisition. We absolutely love this new guy. Let's put it right next to the Venezuelan one, which belongs to, look at that. Absolutely love the new guy. Celebrating 50 years of this amazing character created by Gonagai, that it's so fun in our memories, those that were lucky enough to grow up watching this type of thing. So thank you for watching.